Welcome back. I'm Tom,
I'm Carol.
and we're going to talk some more about branding.
Yeah, we left personal branding.
We did,
last time.
yes. Personal branding is something that really that's a term that didn't exist 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, we saw this like in the early 2000s, a whole new concept, a whole new industry pop up with personal brand consultants. And Dan Schwabel was one of the originators, and he wrote Me 2.0, which is a fantastic book if you haven't read it, and really talks about how to distinguish yourself as a person, as a professional in the business world, regardless of the company that you're working with. He makes the point that so many of us are involved in so many different businesses. We're small business startups. We're entrepreneurs and
Right.
business junkies that we might have 5 or 6 different businesses going. How do we coalesce all of that into a strong personal brand has been a real challenge for people like you and me that have a
Right.
lot of different things
Right.
going.
And there's also the interplay between the personal brand and the so-called business brand.
Yeah.
And how much emphasis do you put on one versus the other? And I think that depends a lot on what kind of business you're in. For example, if you're a professional, a sole practitioner, then obviously your personal brand is or if your business name is John Smith MD or DDS or whatever, then it's obvious that you, the person, is way more important than your official legal company name.
Right, that's a really good point, especially in businesses where you're providing personal one-on-one care, like a chiropractor, a physician, like you say, a tax consultant, a lawyer even. We don't want to do business with big companies anymore. There's a growing distrust for corporate America on many levels. We want to do business with people that we know, and they happen to be part of a big company. That's great. There's a lot of resources there to back us up. But in terms of you and me, who we'd rather do business with, we want to do business with people.
But there are still arguments for even if you're a sole proprietor, there's still arguments sometimes for having a company name and wanting to make that visible.
Sure.
And but again, the question is which should be stronger, your name or the company name? And I think an interesting aspect of that is on business cards. It's always been true in the past that your company name was in big bold print up at the top, and your name was down here in the corner in little teeny print. And that really needs to be reversed in many cases.
I think so. And Tom, your business card is a great example of this. One whole side is just a picture of you with your signature. It's fantastic. And on the other side, you get your business information and you know where to go to get more information. But the purpose of handing someone a business card is to say, hi, I think there's some kind of connection here and I'd like to build a relationship. We're not going to do that with words and a blank piece of paper and just white space on a card. We do that with a face. And the human brain is programmed to recognize facial cues. So having that photo on your business card like that, it's a perfect way to tie your own personal brand into your business.
Yeah, and the same thing on a website. I came across a website a couple months ago that was I think it was a consulting company of some sort, and I didn't know how big the company was. They were obviously trying to look bigger than they were, and I wanted to know who was behind this company. And I had to hunt for like 2 minutes to even find someone's name.
Yeah.
So there was no personal branding going on there at all, and I just think that's a really serious mistake.
I think you're right. I think people are looking for transparency. They want to know who you're really dealing with. If you're a small company, be proud that you're a small, successful company. If you're a large company, you'd be proud of the fact that you have great people on your team. But be honest, be real. People are going to find out anyway once they do business with you. So what's the point of trying to be something you're not?
Yeah.
This whole fake it till you make it thing, that's it's so 1995.
And the talk in marketing circles these days is all about relationships. And one way to say that, I guess, is that if someone might want to have a relationship with you, but they're never going to be interested in having a relationship with your logo.
That's true.
Or your company name.
It's true. You can't have lunch with a billboard.
Right. Oh, that's good. I'll have to write that down.
Well, join us again. We have a lot more to talk about on branding. Next time we might talk about...
I don't know. We'll think of something.
Okay.
See you next time.